Also, the Sirius XM Liquid Metal Studios, Howard Stern Studios, etc., etc., etc. I'm here with Richard Christy. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Joe? Good to see you again, buddy.
So you're just asking me what are we going to be talking about. Let's start with like the recap of the Hickson Fest.
Hell yeah! This is a Hickson Fest tradition, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Richard Christy from Ice, Earth, and Charred Walls of the Damned.
I mean, we were there from the beginning to the end. Saw a lot of crazy shit happen, but all in all, it was a really good heavy metal night.
It was awesome. It was great, as I knew it would be. I always have a blast at Hickson Fest. I always end up drinking a little bit too much, which I think I did at the most recent Hickson Fest as well. But had a great night of metal. It's awesome to see people come out and support local metal and underground metal, and every band put on a killer show. Everybody had a lot of fun. There was a lot of cool events and just other things going on even besides the bands, and it was a great venue, and you guys did an amazing job of promoting it and just getting the word out there. It was packed, and I was really happy and psyched to be a part of it.
It was a good party, and I think this is something very close to you because before you were doing the whole Radio Madness with Howard Stern, you were, a drummer. Nonetheless, like you were with Death, you were with Ice Earth, trying to make your way through. You know what I mean? Like you want this job out of your passion. I think that same passion that transmits through heavy metal.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I've always been a heavy metal fan. I'll be a heavy metal fan till I die, and I love going to see shows, and I love seeing new bands, hearing new music, and it's just, it was a blast to go out and, see such a great turnout for metal in New York City, and it just shows that metal is alive and well, and, it was awesome.
And you were just mentioning new bands. Right now you were basically in a new project called Charred Walls of the Damned. Tell us a little bit, if anybody out there hasn't heard you guys, how could you describe your new band?
Just really good heavy metal, I guess, is the best way to describe it. A lot of people ask me what kind of metal it is, but it's just metal. It's got a bit of everything. I like anything from Dismember to Morbid Angel to Iron Maiden to King Diamond. So it's just kind of a mix of everything that I like, and even other music like soundtrack music, like John Carpenter. I'm a huge fan of his soundtracks. So it's just kind of I guess you could say a collaborator, a conglomeration of all the different types of music that I love, and it's just basically heavy metal, I guess, is the best way to describe it, and melodic, but really, really heavy metal.
And how did you get connected with Ripper Owens? Because obviously he has a name and a presence. He's a very busy man. How were you able to convince him to be in your project?
Well, Tim I've known since 2003 or 2004. When he joined Iced Earth, and we became very good friends when we were both in the band Iced Earth, and I knew that that's who I wanted for this band. He's got the greatest voice ever, and I was really excited when he said that he would make time to be in this band. He's in about 20 other bands too, but he always seems to make time for metal, which is great. He does music for a living, so he fortunately had enough time to commit to do Charred Walls of the Damned.
And before we get out of here, Richard Christy has a dream come alive, not only musically but working for the Howard Stern Show. How has that experience changed you as a person?
Well, it made me realize you never know what's going to happen. Basically, there's no dream that's too crazy, because I would have never thought 10 years ago I'd ever be working in New York City for the Howard Stern Show. And just as a fan, I used to just send in stuff for fun. And also, 15 or 20 years ago, I would have never imagined that I would get to play in the band Death or the band's Iced Earth and all the stuff that I've got to do. But it just took a lot of hard work, and it's something that, you always work on. You should never sit back and really feel satisfied. You always want to keep working, and I still practice drums all the time, and I still love my job at the Stern Show, love playing in bands, and I just want to continue to do that and work hard, and it takes a lot of hard work, but in the end it's worth it if you get to do something that you've always dreamed of.
basically dedication, hard work, perseverance, passion. As we were saying before, us metalheads have a lot of passion for what we do. If we want something, we go and get it. So anybody who's listening to this right now, I want to thank Richard for not only hosting the Hickson Fest, but for being an influence for metal drummers worldwide. And now people who are like, oh, what am I going to do with my life? And then you prove, hey, listen, like anybody can do it if you have the right mindset. A little bit of luck too, but definitely the passion is the most important thing.
Definitely. And thank you so much, Joe, and everybody that helped make Hickson Fest happen, all the bands and everybody that put it together. And you guys were awesome, and we'll definitely do it again next year. And horns up.
Thank you, Richard. If you want to find out more about Richard Christy, richardchristy.com or corehorns.rocks. We'll have this and many more times we'll be talking with Richard, because we are a metal family. From like the moment we like said, oh, let's do Hickson Fest together, until like the next event, and then one after, then the one 10 years from now, we'll keep going. I know you and I will be like the same metal dudes, throwing the horns and drinking some beers, because that's what we're about.
Our gray beards and our bald heads, and still be banging what little hair we have left, banging our heads.